The 5 recent archaeological discoveries in China that shocked the world. Like a historical novel written in stone and time, China never ceases to amaze. This vast land is not only famous for the Forbidden City, the Great Wall, or its mighty dynasties, but also for hiding countless secrets slowly being revealed beneath the dust of history. Have you ever wondered what might still be lying silently underground, waiting for the day it is uncovered by human hands? In recent years, archaeologists in China have continuously unearthed ancient relics that have stunned the entire world. Some discoveries are downright chilling in their eeriness. Others leave us in awe of the incredible craftsmanship of ancient civilizations, far more advanced than we ever imagined. With every strike of a shovel into the earth, history is rewritten once more. So, what exactly have they found that has left scientists both amazed and deeply unnerved? In today's video, we're going to uncover the secrets that have been buried for thousands of years, some of which are so astonishing they might just rewrite the history of the world as we know it. So what are these discoveries? Let's dive in and find out. 5,000-year-old giant human skeletons discovered in China. In July 2021, archaeologists announced the discovery of skeletons belonging to giant humans who lived between 4,500 and 5,000 years ago in Qiandao province, eastern China. This finding not only sparked curiosity about the height of these ancient people, but also raised a series of fascinating questions about their lives and civilization. Specifically, in an excavation site in Jiaojia village, researchers uncovered tombs containing the remains of men with astonishing height. One individual measured approximately 6 feet 3 inches tall, while several others stood around 5 feet 11 inches. These height estimates were based on the structure of their bones. According to Professor Fang Hui, head of the History and Culture Department at Shandong University, if the tallest man among the remains were alive today, he would likely have stood even taller than 6 feet 3 inches. Interestingly, these unusually tall individuals were buried in larger tombs compared to their shorter counterparts, suggesting they may have held higher social status and had greater access to abundant food sources. At that time, differences in height might reflect a stratified society in which individuals with better living conditions tended to grow taller. In addition to the giant skeletons, archaeologists also discovered valuable artifacts such as pottery and jade, especially in 6 of the tombs. These items, characteristic of the Neolithic civilization, reveal the prosperous and affluent life of the people who once lived there. What's even more intriguing is that Shandong province, the site of this discovery, is also the birthplace of Confucius, China's most famous philosopher, who was believed to be around 6 feet 3 inches tall. Zhuge Liang, a legendary strategist in Chinese history who also hailed from this region, was described as being tall and imposing as well. This creates an interesting link between the historical giants and the cultural heritage of Shandong. Moreover, the people of Shandong are still known for their remarkable height. In 2015, the average height of men in Shandong was recorded at 5 feet 9 inches, higher than the national average of 5 feet 7¾ inches. This may partly reflect both genetic factors and lifestyle habits unique to the region. While the exact reason behind the extraordinary height of these ancient men remains a mystery, many scientists believe that the rich and varied food resources in the lower Yellow River Basin likely played a significant role in their development. Still, beyond the giant skeletons, the vibrant pottery and jade artifacts found in the tombs also speak to an advanced civilization marked by wealth and prosperity. This discovery is sure to continue attracting the attention of archaeologists and historians as they search for more clues to understand how ancient civilizations evolved, and perhaps in the future will uncover even more secrets surrounding these ancient giants, don't you think? A one-of-a-kind treasure found in a 2,500-year-old water tomb. In the late 1970s, Chinese archaeologists made a surprising discovery: an ancient tomb nearly 2,500 years old at the ancient city of Suizhou, the legendary homeland of Emperor Yan Shennong in Hubei province, China. That year, during a mountain blasting operation by the Chinese military to build barracks in the Liguan area, unusual soil color and structure revealed traces of an ancient burial site. Experts rushed to the scene. The archaeological team had to remove nearly 50 massive stone slabs and a thick layer of peat to reach the tomb, which measured about 2,370 square feet, was 43 feet deep, and completely waterlogged. Initial analysis suggested the tomb belonged to Marquis Yi of Zheng, 475 to 433 BCE, also known as Ji Yi, ruler of the Zheng state, a vassal of the Zhou dynasty during the early Warring States period. The news shook the archaeological world and China as a whole for several reasons. First, discovering a royal tomb of this scale was a major archaeological breakthrough. Second, buried deep underground, the tomb held countless priceless artifacts, each one unique in Chinese history. As the tomb's owner, Marquis Yi of Zheng drew immense attention, despite very few historical records about him. His small kingdom of Zheng, forgotten for nearly 2,500 years, suddenly gained worldwide recognition. The discovery of Marquis Yi's tomb is considered one of the most significant archaeological finds in China. So, what extraordinary treasures lay within this ancient underwater tomb? The most stunning artifact was the world's heaviest wooden coffin, weighing over 7 tons, surrounded by the remains of 21 young women. After draining the water, the team worked tirelessly to clean the tomb, which was filled with over 68,000 pounds of peat. At the center, they found a massive and exquisitely crafted wooden coffin, still intact after thousands of years. Inside lay Marquis Yi of Zheng, who died at the age of 45. To date, it remains the heaviest ancient coffin ever discovered worldwide. Surrounding the central coffin were 21 smaller ones, all containing female skeletons aged between 13 and 24. Archaeologists believe these women were most likely dancers or attendants who served the Marquis during his life and were sacrificed to accompany him in the afterlife. The second major treasure is what experts have called a solitary treasure, an unreplicable technological marvel. After the discovery of the 7-ton coffin, thousands of artifacts were unearthed from the tomb. In total, about 15,404 relics of various materials and designs were uncovered, including over 6,200 bronze items. The most exceptional of the bronzeware was a drum stand, standing about 20 inches tall and weighing nearly 440 pounds. Modern Chinese artisans were stunned by the exquisite craftsmanship of this 2,500-year-old artifact. The stand was part of a drum ensemble, a crucial musical instrument in Zheng culture, consisting of the drum body, stand, and bass. The bass in particular was intricately designed and decorated. The tomb also contained numerous bronze dragon sculptures, including 16 large ones and dozens of smaller dragons. Despite being made of bronze, the dragons were lifelike and spiritually vivid, demonstrating extraordinary skill. The level of complexity and realism was so high that even modern experts cannot replicate them. All the dragons on the drum stand were intertwined, climbing upward in majestic poses, making it impossible to count them precisely. This is why the drum bass is considered a one-of-a-kind orphan treasure in the world. Another standout artifact showcasing ancient China's bronze casting mastery is the set of bronze bells of Marquis Yi of Zheng, the largest and most complete bronze bell ensemble ever discovered in China. In 2018, on the 40th anniversary of the tomb's discovery, the CPPCC Museum of Culture and History published an article by the director of the Hubei Provincial Archaeological Society detailing this rare musical find. The bell set was located in the western chamber of the tomb's central room and was arranged in 3 tiers. The top tier had 3 racks holding a total of 19 small bells. The middle tier, supported by 3 bronze warrior statues, held 33 medium-sized bells. Most remarkably, the bottom tier still held 13 large bells, some weighing over 220 pounds, with the largest reaching over 440 pounds and standing 5 feet tall, all supported by another set of bronze warrior statues. The entire frame weighed over 2.75 tons, and despite being nearly 2,500 years old, remained structurally sound thanks to ancient mortise and tenon joinery techniques. The intricate carvings and inscriptions on the bells amazed historians, while their melodious sounds proved nearly impossible to reproduce. This set is considered the pinnacle of bronze musical instruments from the Warring States period and is officially recognized as a national treasure of China. Besides thousands of bronze artifacts, the tomb also housed a large arsenal of ancient weapons. Over 4,000 arrowheads were excavated, more than any ancient tomb in China in recent decades. Other weapons such as swords, spears, halberds, and bows were also found. The discovery provides crucial insights into pre-Qin military history, ancient rituals, and bronze casting techniques. Artistically, the tomb contained exceptional examples of sculpture, modeling, painting, and engraving, some of which set the standard for generations of Chinese art to follow. The scale of the discovery is so vast that words alone cannot fully capture its magnitude. The nearly 3,000-year-old tomb of an ancient woman. In the Yanghai area, located in the Turpan Basin of China's Xinjiang Autonomous Region in the northwest, an important archaeological discovery was made when researchers excavated the nearly 3,000-year-old tomb of an ancient woman. Inside the tomb, archaeologists found not only her remains, but also a remarkably well-crafted saddle, shedding light on the region's role in the history of horseback riding in Central Asia. This discovery confirmed a key theory, that the Yanghai area and the Turpan Basin held strategic significance in the early development of horseback riding, particularly during the first 500 years of the first millennium BCE. In fact, the Yanghai saddle may represent the beginning of saddle-making history, incorporating design elements still found in modern saddles today. The saddle itself was meticulously constructed. Its padding was made of cowhide and filled with a mixture of deer and camel hair, which helped reduce stiffness and provided comfort for the rider. Radiocarbon dating places the saddle between 727 and 396 BCE, making it one of the earliest known innovations in equestrian equipment. Remarkably, the saddle was found placed directly beneath the woman's body, almost as if she were riding it, dressed in a leather coat, woolen trousers, and short leather boots. This further emphasizes the deep connection between horseback riding and daily life for the inhabitants of the region. In addition to the saddle, the tomb contained other objects such as a ceramic cup with a handle, fragments of woolen fabric, and remnants of clothing like a leather coat and short leather boots, though much of the apparel had deteriorated over the millennia. The exceptional preservation of these items provides archaeologists with a valuable glimpse into the material culture of the ancient people of Yanghai. Earlier studies have shown that around 3,300 years ago, people in the Altai Mountains began using horse milk, but the domestication and riding of horses in the southern region, where Yanghai is located, occurred later, around the 12th century BCE. In fact, in the Yanghai cemetery, bridles were discovered in 19 tombs, dating from the 10th to the 3rd centuries BCE, reflecting the gradual rise of horseback use in daily life and warfare. The discovery of the Yanghai saddle is especially significant, not only as evidence of technological progress in saddle making, but also as a reflection of a shift in the mindset of riders. Before saddles were invented, people relied solely on bridles to control horses. But once the saddle was introduced, riders began to prioritize comfort, safety, and the well-being of both the rider and the horse. This marks a pivotal evolution in how horses were used, not just as tools for labor or war, but as vital means of transportation and partners in human progress. A 1,000-year-old ancient city lies beneath China's cleanest lake. Qiandao Lake, also known as Thousand Island Lake, is a famous scenic destination located in Zhejiang Province, China, about 80 miles southwest of downtown Hangzhou and approximately 87 miles from Mount Huangshan. Covering an area of about 379 square miles and boasting more than 1,000 islands of various sizes, Qiandao Lake is not only the largest man-made lake in China, but also one of the cleanest freshwater bodies in the world. The Chinese call it the most beautiful water under heaven, a poetic title backed by the astonishing fact that the lake's water quality meets drinkable standards, something extremely rare for lakes anywhere in the world. However, what truly fascinates archaeologists isn't just the lake's natural beauty. It's the secrets hidden beneath its crystal-clear surface. Few would guess that nestled among the lush green islands lie the remains of two submerged ancient cities, Xicheng, Lion City, and Hicheng, He City. These ruins, dating back thousands of years, were originally built during the Han and Tang dynasties and flourished during the Ming and Qing periods. In 1959, when China constructed the Xin'an River hydropower station, a massive dam caused water levels to rise, submerging both ancient cities under the lake and creating an underwater world lost to time. For decades, no one suspected that beneath the calm surface of the lake existed a forgotten ancient kingdom waiting to be rediscovered. That changed in 2001, when professional divers, using modern archaeological technology, began exploring the depths of Qiandao Lake. What they uncovered shocked the archaeological community and completely altered perceptions of the region. Almost perfectly preserved ancient structures were found at the bottom of the lake. Wooden homes from past eras, solid stone walls, staircases, city gates, temples, ancient towers, and ancestral halls, all seemingly frozen in time. One of the most astonishing discoveries was the Gate of Xicheng, which could still open and close normally. The iron rings and rivets were almost entirely rust-free, and the mortar between the stone blocks remained remarkably solid. Beneath layers of mud, archaeologists also discovered a brick slab inscribed with the words, "Made in the 15th year of Guangxu," corresponding to the year 1889, as well as a stone stele from the Ming dynasty bearing invaluable historical information. This truly is an Eastern underwater Pompeii, a city sealed away by time, accessible only with advanced diving equipment. Remarkably, the area surrounding the lake holds even more ancient cultural relics, with archaeological sites dating from the Stone Age to the Spring and Autumn and Warring States periods. Notably, in 1974, a fossilized tooth belonging to an ancient human was discovered in Wugui Cave near Ligia town. The fossil is estimated to be about 50,000 years old, revealing the possibility that this region once housed prehistoric humans. In short, Qiandao Lake is not only a place of breathtaking natural scenery, but also a massive archaeological treasure trove. Every stone wall, paving brick, and ancient roof resting silently beneath the water tells a story of the life, culture, and architecture of ancient China. A story that was forgotten for more than half a century, but is now slowly being revealed. If you're passionate about history, fascinated by archaeology, or simply curious about lost cities, Qiandao Lake is a destination you absolutely must include in your journey to uncover the world's greatest mysteries. The largest palace in Chinese history. The Forbidden City is one of the largest ancient wooden complexes in the world, renowned for its unique architecture and grand scale. It has been recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. However, throughout China's long history, there was an even more magnificent and expansive palace complex that is rarely mentioned: Weiyang Palace. Weiyang Palace was a massive palace complex built in 200 BCE by order of Emperor Gaozu of Han, Liu Bang, under the supervision of Prime Minister Xiao He. It served as the administrative center and royal residence for Chinese emperors during the Han and Jin dynasties, as well as other regimes during the Southern and Northern dynasties period. Weiyang Palace was located in Chang'an, the capital of the Han Dynasty, modern-day Xi'an, in Shanxi Province. From east to west, the palace stretched approximately 1.34 miles, and from north to south, about 1.4 miles, covering a total area of roughly 1.85 square miles. To put this in perspective, Weiyang Palace was nearly 7 times larger than the Forbidden City, also known as the Old Palace, which covers only about 0.28 square miles. In other words, it would take almost 7 Forbidden Cities to match the space occupied by Weiyang Palace. Compared to Vatican City in Rome, Italy, Weiyang Palace was 11 times larger, a mind-blowing fact. Although now buried beneath ruins, Weiyang Palace was once among the largest palace complexes ever built. The remnants that survive today can no longer fully showcase the grandeur, magnificence, and brilliance of this once glorious royal residence of the Han Dynasty. By the Tang Dynasty, the palace began to lose its significance as emperors started constructing new palaces. Some historians believe that Weiyang Palace suffered severe destruction during this period. According to historical records, events like the An Lushan Rebellion, led by An Lushan in the mid-8th century, and the Huangqiao Uprising against the Tang Dynasty are thought to have caused significant damage to Weiyang Palace, reducing it to the ruins we see today. Today, the vast remains of Weiyang Palace have become an important archaeological site. Researchers have conducted multiple excavations, revealing fascinating insights about this architectural marvel. The palace complex was rectangular in shape, surrounded by a massive, thick wall with multiple gates. Each wall had a main gate in the center and 2 smaller side gates. The palace foundation was made using rammed earth, a material that is not only environmentally friendly, but also remarkably strong, fire-resistant, and pest-resistant. Major architectural features within Weiyang Palace included the Front Hall, Warm Chamber Hall, Golden Flower Hall, Chengming Hall, Xiaofang Hall, Bailian Terrace, and Tianlu Pavilion, among others. In addition, the design of artificial lakes and mountains within the palace grounds was dynamic and differed from those of earlier dynasties. Though it stood for approximately 1,041 years, Weiyang Palace is considered the largest and longest used imperial palace in Chinese history. Its architectural and planning principles profoundly influenced the design of subsequent palaces for over 2,000 years. We've just completed our journey through 5 of the most shocking archaeological discoveries in China. Mysteries unearthed that not only stunned the scientific community, but also forced the world to view the past through a new lens. Each artifact, each skeleton, each ruin discovered serves as a haunting puzzle piece, helping to complete the vast picture of history we are still striving to fully understand. Some of these secrets send chills down your spine, while others leave us in awe of the ancient people's brilliance and craftsmanship. But above all, they serve as a powerful reminder that beneath the earth lie countless untold stories waiting to be revealed. If you found these discoveries fascinating and thought-provoking, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next exploration. History is full of wonders, and who knows, the next discovery may shake the world even more. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care and see you soon.